All right, what's going on, guys? I just wanted to share a quick quote that I heard from another content creator. I want to shout out Nick Comandina. He was saying it was such a sick quote. It was like you don't offend, you don't inspire anybody because you don't offend anybody. And that was one of the realest quotes I've heard, and something I kind of needed to hear. I think as a content creator or a brand owner, we forget that sometimes having some hate or backlash is a good thing, right? So if you're a content creator out there, don't be afraid to be your authentic self, and don't be afraid to, if you offend people by being your authentic self, so be it, right? um, I've definitely made mistakes in the past that I want to do better at, right? Specifically with my podcast, I think I told you guys with it, like, my podcast, I felt like wasn't authentic at that time because I was so worried about getting the biggest name, getting the most views, clipping the podcast. So it was like I was getting more views on it. And um, I think when I think about that quote and in this new chapter that I'm starting, a lot of people are saying, why don't you just stick with the podcast? Why don't you just stick with the podcast? But I really believe in this rebrand, and that's what I want to do. And if that hurts some people, I doubt it will. But like, the people that will be like, dude, this rebrand is trash. So be it, right? So just want to share that quote with you guys, right? You don't inspire anybody because you don't offend anybody, right? So be yourself, be authentic, and best of luck.